mad and I bought some 1, 2, 3 blocks because I ain't got them, and my milling machine's nearly ready, so I'm guessing I'm going to need some 1, 2, 3 blocks made in China. Sorry about the wobble. There we go, we've got a wobble. Now they came in this packaging, a very tight piece of paper wrapping, air mail thing, some waxed paper and a plastic bag and a box which was a bit worse for wear. And I thought, well, I want to look at these straight away and see if they are any good, because I might want to buy some more because the bloke's about run out of them. So they might actually be good. So I want to get this very useless paper off them. It's pretty bad, this paper is. Oh my good night. Oh, hey ho. It is going to stop them from rusting. Without a doubt, that would stop them from rusting. Well, these are going to take months to clean up, these are. I want to get the surfaces clean, I can measure them. That's all we're looking for today. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, for a start, they look square. So, if something looks square, it's quite close to being square. Doesn't mean it is square. When something doesn't look square, it's usually not square. Right, these are just Dettol wipes. You probably all got them for the kitchen, and they cut through grease like, well, you'll see. All the grease will go instantly. They're very good at cleaning things. Just ordinary household kitchen top cleaners. I can see a couple of dinks in it already. So they haven't been treated very well. So there we go. All the grease has basically disappeared. And we'll have a good zoom in on the damage. I was going to measure these, but I'll save that for another night. Just get all the grease off for a start and see what they look like. So yeah, bit of damage top corner here. Looks like they've been dropped. Oh no, probably overfiled. A few scratches. Ding there, definite ding there. You can see that. Yeah, you can see that there. And you can see it on the other side, so it's been dropped on that. Probably dropped there as well. I'm sure we'll be able to measure these things. I just have the grease on there, so I'll wipe the grease back off again. And it's a bit rough. It's a bit on the rough side, I would say. And another one of those household cleaning wipes cuts through grease. Since this is grease, it should cut straight through it, as you've seen. It does exactly what it says on the plastic wrapper. Just give it a quick wipe, and all the grease disappears. Cuts through grease like that. So this one's got some more marks in it. So yeah, these are cheap, and they're cheap for a reason. When you get them, you're definitely going to have to stone them, and then they won't be in tolerance anymore. So the tolerance on these is bullshit, basically. It was probably within tolerance when it left the factory, but by the time it had been chucked around by a bunch of apes in delivery wagons, it's now knackered. So, not up to par. That one, it's got a blemish. Has it got a blemish there? Nope. That one, it's got some scuffs across the top. Little ding, couple of scratches. Alright, but not square. That isn't square. If you can see that, that is not square. So these are not really precision ground. They just come in and say they're a precision ground, but they are not precision ground. Do they rock? Not on that side. Yeah, rocks. That rocks on that side. Has it got a ding on it? That side hasn't got a ding on it. So it's rocking on that side for no reason. There you go, found it again. So, that's got one face which isn't flat. There you go, rocks there. Okay. Rocks there. Serious rock there. Must be a ding on that one. Yeah, there's the ding there, so that's got a ding on that one. Okay, fair enough. That rocks as well. So just for a touch test for tonight, because I've got to make my dinner now. For a touch test, they are not square. Right, what you're seeing here is a height gauge. It's a metric height gauge. I've got it set to 70 millimeters in the core scale, and the dial indicator is set to this gauge block. Now this is a Tessa gauge block. I don't know if you can see, that's a Tessa 3-inch gauge block, and I've got it set. Wipe any of this crud off of it, and it just slips underneath, and that is at, obviously this is not, nothing of this is calibrated. The only thing that's calibrated is this gauge block, and the gauge is reading 76.185. Yeah, okay. 76.185 millimeters. That's the 3-inch gauge block. Going back in house. And here is the 321 block, supposedly ground to 2 thousandths of a millimeter. 2,000th of an inch, sorry, tolerance. And to be fair, I've got it now. Take it off. That's still got it. Back it up a bit. Hang on, back it up a bit. Doesn't go in. So that's 0.8. That's 0.85. Still not going in. And well, it's just going in at about 0.875. Yeah. So I'd say it was probably 0.9. Just nuts cut more if I can. There we go, nuts cut more. 0.9, and yeah, it's grabbing on it still, so a bit more. 0.9, and it's grabbing on it pretty big style on the way down. Obviously the nose of this is either out of true or yeah, and they're both grabbing about halfway down. So from that, I'd probably say that the base of this isn't clean, because that's just, we're talking fractions of a millimetre there. So that's 3 inches. Next, we'll get a 2-inch gauge block. There's a 2-inch, and we'll clean that off, and we'll put that on. So we're looking for about 54 on that one. By the way, this gauge block's broken. Well, not broken, but you know, it's not quite what it should be. It grinds. So we're looking at 50, because we're looking at 25.4. So we're going to have to go to the 60 scale on this, aren't we? 60 scale. 25.4 times 2 is going to be, no, stupid boy, 25, it's going to be in the 50 scale. Okay, we're in the 50 scale. And we can wind this back up to 0, or wind it down to 0. So that's 50. You can see the scale there, that's 50. And we need 25.4, so that's 50.8. There's 50.8. This gauge block should go in at that. Straight in, about halfway down, it's grabbing. Okay? So there we go. Halfway in, it's grabbing, about there. About the same as what it was last time, so that's bang on. And this is bang on. Now this gauge block, I don't want to run that across the surface plate, thank you, on that side. This one. No, I don't want to run that one across the surface plate at that side neither. Let's try this one. Don't really like that neither. I don't really like that, to be fair. We'll try it once. We're going to put it in. These are not very nice on the side. Goes in. And yeah, to be fair, that's 2 inches. Didn't like rubbing it in there though. That's almost identical. So that is good, and that is good. This one's got a burr on one end, and it really doesn't like being... I'm just not rubbing that across my surface plate. It's got some kind of burr on it somewhere. It's right at the corner there. Got a burr there. I'm not rubbing that across the surface plate. No way, Jose. Right, so we know which 25.4 we need. So we'll bring it back down to the 20. All the way down to the 20. Into there. And then we need 25.4. So 25.4. Then we need a 1-inch gauge block. Is that a 1-inch gauge block? No, that's 0.87. That must be the 1-inch gauge block. Yeah, it's a 1-inch gauge block. So again, I'm just rubbing both sides, making sure there's nothing on the surface plate. Bring it across, and that do not go in. Oh, nearly. It nearly goes in. So we've got to go down a bit further than that. Yeah. 25.41. Oh yeah. There might be a bit of dirt on that. Let's make sure. So that's getting stuck halfway. Let's bring it back up a little bit. 4. 5. Yeah, it's finicky. It's just over, isn't it? So there we go. It's about 25.41. And is this gauge block gonna, sorry, this 1, 2, 3 block, is this gonna glide across the surface, or is it gonna, it's got a burr on it, I ain't rubbing that across the surface plate, no chance, just wear it out. Yeah, it's on that corner. Oh yeah, that's not going across on that side. Yeah, that's got a corner, and that's got a corner. They just need some burrs taken off of them, I reckon. Not rubbing it across the surface plate to check it. But so far they've been ground right. I think they've just been in the post. Oh, this is terrible, this one is. Well, maybe not. So yeah, they're an inch. Okay, so they're ground to an inch. So the grinding's good. I think they've been damaging the post. They're knocked and burred around a little bit. I think I'm going to have to do a squareness test on them now. Okay, shall we do some squareness testing on it? Let's do some squareness testing. So this is the setup I'm using for this. Not happy about it, but this is the best I can do. 1, 2, 3 block. Verdict 1/1000th, is it? 1/1000th gauge. So I'm reading a 0. And that's reading a 0 as well. We'll come off, and that's a -6. So I've got it preloaded at 6,000. That is plus 3,000. And it's dropped to plus 2,500. Might be something on that. Spin it around. 180. Back on. That is plus 4 now. Plus 7. 0. Plus 3. 0. So there's 3,000 on that side. Definitely a bear on it. Yeah. Plus 3, plus 5. And 0. So it's high this side. So let's see, is there a bear there? Let's have a look. There's some marks on it. You can see them. Yeah, there's something on that side. Okay, so that's that one. That's 3,000. That's already past the 2,000 tolerance. So just wipe both of those sides off. That's now down. We'll bring it on. And that is -0.5. Going up. Going up. Plus 4. We're back at the surface plate, and I've been at them with a fine India Norton stone and a medium one as well, just a little bit. And this was the one, this was the offending item that needed the medium one. I think the medium, I had to give it a bit more just there. So I wonder how much I've took off there. What we set up for? We set up for 3 inch. We are. And I don't know if you can see the scale there. I'm bringing it on. You can see the gauge moving there, so I've given myself an inch of yeah, I gave myself an inch. That was an inch of preload. That was a foul. Okay, alright, let's use the micro adjusting thing. So there's about 1,000th of preload on that, and we will wander around this one now. I've stoned all 6 sides on each one. That's almost nothing. That's perfect. I wonder if the gauge is actually on it, you know what I mean? That's good. That's very good. It's about 20 minutes of stoning. I've just basically stoned each side and all of the edges. Oh, there you go. There's a 2/10 there somewhere. No, it's just moved 2/10. It's staying at 2/10. I did something. There's something underneath the surface plate. Down to 1/10. I think a bit of sweat went underneath the measuring tool, whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. It's a measuring tool. Just clean the base off, getting anything off of the surface plate, bring it back in again. Right, so that's 2/10, 2/10. And by the way, it slides across the surface plate beautifully now. I just felt like I was going to score it yesterday. And that's 2/10 everywhere. So that isn't, it's moving a bit there, went into the hole. Now it's measuring 4/10. But it's not moving. That's saying it's perfect. I don't know how it can be perfect, but it's saying it's perfect. It wasn't even moving. Immense. They're perfect. They're ground to micron scale. Right, so that's come up to 2/10, so they're both exactly the same length. Maybe 1/2 difference there. 2 1/4, probably 1/4 difference. This is not fluctuating at all. You can see the needle anyway. Obviously you'll be able to see massive fluctuations. That needle is just stationary. That is perfect. So if you're willing to put 20 minutes of stoning effort into it, it looks like lengthwise, these are pretty goddamn good. That's the finish after you can see the scratch marks in it where I've been stoning at it. Well, they're that fine because it's a fine India stone that they're not even showing up. Now, for some reason, it's down at 1/10 there. Let's see if it moves up to 2/10. And my hand heat could be going into things now because I'm just resting all over it. I'm really tired. Just done a long shift in hot weather all day with no air conditioning. And yeah, that needle just isn't moving. So I think end to end, 3 inches, they will be perfect now. So let's set it up. Oh, I can feel something underneath it there. Let's get that dirt off. Put it back on. It slides across it perfect. And I've got it so when they pivot, you should be able to see that. They pivot around about 3/4 of an inch in both sides. I didn't stop stoning until I got that on every single bit. You know what I mean. I just kept on stoning until I got it good. Good. So we're in the ballpark there. Let's tighten it up at that. Well, that's off. Preload a thou onto it, or thereabouts, 1/10 over a thou. And we'll have a glide around and see what this side's like. Oh, so it's, oh yeah, okay. You want more of an angle than that? I was shouting, you need more of an angle, you dope. Now I need to bring the thing in. And there we go. So that's off. Preload to foul. Excellent. All the way down that side. Perfect. Straight across there. Perfect. Oh no, deviating minus a little bit. Up a little bit. That's 3 thou. Yeah, I think I got something underneath it. And I've fallen off. Right, so we've got nothing, 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 nothing. That's down a little bit there. Talking a tenth at most. Not even that. These are pretty much perfect. The finish isn't great on them, but they are ground very well. So that side's good. Let's clean that face off. Clean the plate off. That face down. And this side, well, there we go, preload to 1000. All the way down there. Nothing. Oh, that's gone back. It might be a glitch. Yeah, it's just a glitch. So we've got minus 3 thou everywhere. And I've just bugged it up. I came off. Try and concentrate, lad. Minus 3 thou. Again, that's perfect. Okay, so that's pretty goddamn good. So parallel to each other, they're doing pretty well, to be fair. The other one, yep, same width to within 1/10, and that could be just my measuring skill. Oh yeah. Okay, these are looking good now. Very good indeed. Last side. Well, I've just done this side. Oh, there's something wrong here. Something's gone wrong. That's minus 4. So preload of 0.2. But if it goes down more than that, I will adjust it. That needle is not moving at all. It's just not moving. That's perfect. I can't believe that. That's just unbelievable. There's no chance they can all the sides can be perfect now. There's 1.5 thou in them yesterday. This is the side that was the worst on both of them. So let's get it in. So there is, okay. One thou preload. Yeah, I just dropped off. It's gone up there a bit. I think that's me messing about. I think something's just gone underneath it. Idiot. There we go. Right, tooth out. Oh, it's gone down. Is that coming back up? No. Okay, 0. We're perfect. No, it's coming up. So it's not thou. These are tenths. 1/10. I've got the angle a little bit high now. So at worst, we're looking at 1/10 deviation on that, and that again just could be my stupidity in measuring it in stupid manners. Oops, me dropped up again. So basically, almost perfect that side, not quite, almost perfect. Good. 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 Bit of a wobble there. 10th. Could have dropped down a hole. Bit tired now, I'm seeing double. Maybe triple. Yeah, so that, after being stoned, is perfect. I ain't bothering with the other side because, well, that's perfect. I did try both sides maybe. I don't know, maybe both sides were checked. Oh, I can't remember. Blah, 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 blah. I'm just doing this one quickly because I'm quite happy now that it was 18 English pounds. Well spent. In fact, I'm so happy with that, I might even put the link in the description below because, well, that is pretty impressive. Pity I had to do so much work to them. 20 minutes, like, you know what I mean? That was like a chore. That was 20 minutes of rubbing. He wants to do 20 minutes of rubbing, eh? Yeah, it's looking pretty good, to be fair. I'm rushing now, so I'm dropping down the holes a little bit every now and again. But that needle is staying steady. Apart from I'm doing stupid things like that. Okay, so they're good. They are good. They came in a box which looks like that. 1, 2, 3 box, made in China. The box was all busted up. The wrapping was like I showed. They'd been dropped. The envelope they came in wasn't padded, and that was split slightly. But a little bit of stoning, and they are pretty much perfect. You know what I mean? Can't really fault it really now. I'm quite happy. Very happy indeed. The only thing I could really moan about is the amount of threading they've done inside it, but, you know, good. Pretty good indeed. Happy chappy.